everyone. So it is Thursday night. I went to the Rockland City Council meeting last night, and it was my first City Council meeting that I had ever been to, let alone speaking before the City Council. So everything went pretty well. I was kind of nervous, but it went well. I had forgotten my printed copy of my notes, but thankfully I still had a copy in my email draft, so I was able to read from that. And so I don't know how many of you have seen the city council speeches that have happened from Apologia Church out in Arizona. They went before the city council in Phoenix, and so they have videos of that on YouTube. So if you search Apologia Studios on YouTube and look for their city council speeches, those are on there. And so I went in, they had a time of public forum at the start of the meeting. So two other people spoke before me on cell phone towers, a cell phone tower that they want to build. And then I got up and gave my talk about abortion. I had 5 minutes, and so I was able to share a gospel message, share the truth that we have a chemical abortion facility in Rockland. So they provide medical abortions up to 8 weeks gestation, and so I got to share a little bit about fetal development and the fact that abortion is murder, and that God has declared that you shall not murder, that God has declared that children are a blessing from the Lord. So I got to talk to them. And then nobody else spoke after me. So then they opened it to the city council for a time of response to public comment. So I didn't know that was going to happen. So I didn't have my recording on at the start of that because I turned it off after I was done speaking. So one of the city council members responded to what I said and said that America is a secular nation. Well, it was actually very interesting because the Rockland, Maine city emblem has, I think it's a beehive, and it says God rewards industry. And this emblem that says God rewards industry is hanging above the mayor's head as this, like on the wall, as this council member is sitting there telling me that America is a secular nation. And so she said that, of course, everybody has the freedom to follow all the rules, all the laws of their religion, but America also gives them the freedom to follow the laws of the land, or live by the laws of the land and all the rules of their religion. So no religion you can't claim a religious exemption to the law that you shall not murder, because you can't, God has declared that you shall not murder, and you can't override that rule by your own religious rules or the law of the land. God is still the supreme ruler over all, and so his word is preeminent. And also, another interesting thing is at this city council meeting, before the time of public comment, they had everybody rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. So one nation, in the Pledge of Allegiance, it says one nation under God. So as far as I know, this city council member had just recently stood up and said that she pledges allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and for the nation for which it stands. One nation under God, or the country for which it stands. One nation under God. Which God was she saying that America is under? Because America is under the rule of the one true God. And while they don't obey God and they don't honor him as God, he is still the supreme judge, and they're going to have to give an account before him. And so I shared the gospel with them last night. I told them that we were all sinners, that they were going to have to stand before God on Judgment Day, and that God saves his people, and told them that I prayed that they were his elect. So they heard the gospel message. They heard the truth of what is going on in their community, and I thank God for the opportunity to be able to go and speak to them. It was a nerve-wracking experience, but once I got up there and did it, it went pretty well. So thank you all who prayed for me as I was preparing for this and as I did it. I really appreciate those prayers, and I hope that as I have now gone and done this, it will serve as an encouragement to you to get out of your comfort zone and go forth in the name of Jesus Christ to proclaim the gospel and to seek to abolish abortion.